Desert King. I love this piece because it reminds me of the people that you see out on a daily stroll through Toronto neighborhoods and you think, what's their story? How did they get here? And while we didn't really get into that mystery, it really invited that sense of play and the what if you said yes and to their world building, their potential delusions or potentially not, and as a way to empathize. Really fascinating to dig into how deeply wrapped he was into this world building and having that outsider come in to challenge that was a really great way for the audience to relate to it as well. She was a great character to act as that mirror and like the perfect supporter, practicing that very golden rule of improv of yes and. Uh, I loved the detail of the slow motion intense fight. It showed how deeply the fantasy is being committed to with the quick snaps to what it looks like from an outside perspective, but the slow motion, the different color effect, the very intense music really harkened to like a movie like 300. It was a really cheeky play. I thought stunning locations, great props, and wardrobe to really make this come to life.
The Desert King. I thought this was really, really interesting. I liked kind of what they did with it, how they wove her, at first, obviously being very confused but needing help, and her kind of coming to an understanding and, you know, in a way, indulging in his lifestyle or his fantasy and really embracing it before, you know, at the end kind of coming back to this place of, do you need help? Come back to the, you know, city with me, come back to the world with me. So I liked that she didn't just take that approach, or they didn't have that from the very beginning, that she actually got to, you know him and got to, you know, do something that made him comfortable or more comfortable before they kind of looped back around to the main point of like, let me help you, or do you need help? I thought it was really nice. I really liked it.
I really like the Desert King. I really like their chemistry. These two actors' chemistry was palpable. I really like watching them do stuff together, and I also liked how she, like, because he's kind of, you know, kind of different, and she just kind of rolls with it. I really like that dynamic. I really like their dynamic and the way this relationship is written and how it changes and goes through the arc over time. So I thought it was really believable, and I was invested, and I cared about the characters. I also thought it was pretty funny too. So overall, really well done.
The Desert King. My first thought is he abandoned or has he chosen to live this way? Which we find out, you know, soon that this, you know, we don't know maybe where this choice derived from, but this is definitely a choice at this point. Um, the monkey and the toaster remind me a bit of the Wilson ball that turned into the comrade for Tom Hanks and Castaway. My thought process is he all the way there mentally as this heat been getting to him. You know, what makes this character have this vapid imagination? Such beautiful desert imagery. There's this one shot where the sky is moving. You see it in like, you know, real time. It's beautiful. We realize that he is choosing to live this way. He views this desert as his kingdom. And he's on this solo adventure, which he manages to pull her in, this female traveler that he runs into. I love when they go into battle. The lighting in slow-mo is very 300. And then the cut to reality is just hilarious. It just is a really great visual representation of an imagination. And it offers some great comedic relief. But at some point, she does bring the reality that maybe he's not ready to hear. One line that really resonated for me is, pain is felt worse by the people who love the most. And it made me think maybe he's lost someone. Maybe this has been staying in this imaginary world has been a comfort to him in time of the grief. Um, but he's been unwilling to face reality by living in this new reality. But I do feel like he comes to the conclusion at the end that he wants to face it. So it does feel as if he's running after her in the end.
This was a really sweet and enjoyable film. Really brilliantly executed, well written and performed. It feels to me like just the vision of a really creative mind, someone with really can really just narrow in on a vision. It seems like, yeah, I lost it with during the 300 sequence. I thought that was brilliant. It's really playful, but it's also really human and even grounded. It's one of those pieces, yeah, you kind of wish you thought of yourself. So really, hats off to everyone involved. This was a fantastic film. Everyone should be proud of.
This is for the short film, The Desert King. I really, really enjoyed this short. I thought it was super unique and creative. What a different idea this was. It kept me, guessing as it went along, how much was going to be revealed, where it was going to end up. Both of the actors were really good and really believable. So well done. Pacing was good, directing was good, locations, everything about the technical aspect of it I really liked. I loved when they were play fighting, just reverting back to being children. And it makes me wonder if, that's the purpose of this guy being out in the desert and not wanting to go home. Getting back to like a more innocent time. I did want to see more. I wanted to see why he was here, what brought him here, if anything would, get him to leave. Because I really thought at the end, I'm like, oh, he's going to run after her. But I just really love this. Again, everything about it was really good. I think it was just super unique and creative, and really do want to see either like a prequel or a series made out of this, or just a feature film. I want to see more. Great job, everyone. I'm sure it'll do good.